Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm covering the top 5 easy houseplants to care for. These are my top 5 that I suggest, so let's get on with it. In no particular order, but starting with plant number 1 is Sansevieras. So this one here is a moonshine type. They come in all sorts of different shapes, sizes and colours. I have got another one here, a little whale fin. Now what is great about these plants is I think they're voted one of the top air purifying plants, so get that. But they're really easy to care for. They don't require much watering at all. They're quite forgiving, and they really manage well in low light conditions or areas. So if you have a low light area, then get yourself one of these. Like I said, they come in all sorts of shapes, colours and sizes, so check them out, they're lush. Number 2 is a Monstera delicosa, or a Monstera plant, cheese plant. This is just a regular one. Now, this pot, I'll show you that. Again, what I like about these is they are easy house plants if you do the right thing with them. So if you want big leaves and things like that, good coloration on them, then they do need good sunlight. So put them in good, bright, indirect sunlight. That's what I would do, and they'll manage. Otherwise, they can manage in slightly lower light. Lots of people want this plant at the moment, but they're quite easy to get hold of. Really effective, and it's a good impact plant as well. So if you get them this size, in a year or two, it's going to be massive. That's number 2. Now we're going to get on to number 3. The Zizi Plant. The Zizi Plant is probably the easiest plant I can recommend to anybody. This one here is the Zizi Raven, and Zizi stands for Zamioculcas salmifolia. So the Raven type has really dark foliage, whereas the regular one's green. Get this one if you can, because the new growth is really fresh green and then it goes dark, so this is win-win on colours. But what's good about this is you can forget to water these things for months and they will survive. So inside the pot, they have the plant is connected to a ball. It's almost like potatoes. So they retain water, they retain moisture. And you know when you need to water them because the leaves, the stems start to go a little bit crinkly. But yeah, these guys are brilliant, and that's why you see these in hotels, massive buildings. Again, this can become an impact plant because it can get huge. So that was number 3. Number 4 is a Pilia. Now this one's pretty big. Pilia, or pass it on plant, whatever you want to call it, whatever you know it as. Some people call it the belly button plant because of that. It doesn't look like my belly button. These are easy to care for, good indirect sunlight. Again, they can manage a little bit with some not too great light, and you can just water these on a regular schedule. So get yourself a Pilia. Number 4, that is. The last one is a Begonia. Begonias, I think, don't get enough love. And that's probably because people assume that they're sort of garden begonias and ones that go outside. But houseplant begonias that you can get from your garden centre have amazing foliage. There's so many different types of these. They are easy to look after, but these ones do require, I would say, a watering schedule, and they're not that forgiving if you forget about them. So my recommendation for this one would be to check it weekly and make sure that the soil is slightly damp, because if they don't get the watering that they need, they start to crisp around the leaves, and that will never repair and never come back. But the plant will always grow new leaves, so in that way, in that sense, it is forgiving. But yeah, this is a Begonia rock heart, but there's so many different types. So there was somebody that wanted some help with one of these on Facebook, so I've just given you some care tips for these. But for light-wise, I don't let any direct sunlight go on my begonias at all. I keep them in a indirect light, and I put them in a northeast side of my house, and they all just seem to flourish. So check once a week whether they need watering, don't let them dry out, and northeast side, so they're not getting the sun on them all day, they're just getting this kind of light that we're in right now, which is good indirect light. So that was my top 5 houseplants.